changamoto bana. Tuna start. Good, we go on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show. This is the Young Nation. My name is Ian French, Prince of the Town, in the house. We are about to bring you something hot on Wababaz Pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show. So what's your name, madam? Thank you very much. As I've just said, we are discussing Wababaz Pandemic. We're calling it a pandemic because I think it has affected most university students. And by the way, well, our professor was to join us today, but I think we'll be having him next time. Wacha nitoe hii kwanza kidogo, nipunguze brightness. Unajua ukivaa, walisema nini? Uzoe kuvaa mbwenya, eh? Uzoe kuvaa mbwenya ukifa usisahau. Some other young people think that suits are for dead people. We are not dead. Yeah. So let's bring it down to you and immerse ourselves in the same. What is our take on this Wababaz pandemic? Now, we are just going to give you our take. We are not going to advise you guys on what to do. Of course, there is some girl out there who's enjoying money from Wababaz. Their life is flourishing because of the Wababaz, and I think it's just okay, it's fine, yeah? So, that one is okay to them. We are not going to advise you, we are going to give our take on this. And by the way, parents at home, maybe they don't know this. The closet of this girl in campus is different from that closet that they have at home. Yeah. So because you are the lady in the house, you're going to give us more information on this and how you guys deal with Wababaz, you know? Definitely.
Pick up a comment section and tell us what you think about this particular topic on Wababaz. This conversation actually is based mostly majorly on ladies in campus.
Exactly.
It affects globally, but we measure in campus.
In campus, exactly. Because hata tukiongelea wa mamas, I don't think most guys are affected. You know, boys are usually born to always take it by hand, to do things and always earn it, you know. But for the ladies, I think ladies always want things for free, you know. They just always want things for free. But I think when you're dealing with Wababaz, most of the ladies in campus are actually selling their own dignity to actually be in a relationship with Baba. And to think of it, I don't think this is a person that is going to marry you. You are in first year, second year, third year, fourth year, taking your course in campus, and then maybe we're also going to take a look at the challenges that force these ladies, because there has to be something behind it. Yeah, there has to be something behind it that is forcing this young lady to go for Wababaz. And maybe because you're in the field more, you're going to explain it for us.
Actually, we are going to look into the positive and the negative effects of dating Wababaz, na pia tutaangalia consequences and how we can approach this.
Guys, kuna positive side ya Wababaz. Kaendele mtuambie pale comment section. Mtuambie. Yeah. So what are these things? Because actually me nitafikiria tu, because me niko campus, I'll just think Wababaz of course ni kitu mbaya. If you're going for a mubaba, that means I'm missing a chance on you, you know. Yeah.
Wengine give me the mubaba, maybe it's a situation because ni kitu imeletwa na circumstance.
Oh, have you ever been with a mbaba?
I can't
Why are you not going for them yet others are going for them?
We are all different, especially in our ways.
Exactly.
So, just to begin, the main reason why we go for Wababaz.
Main reason. Let's get this. Ladies and gentlemen, maboys pale campus tusikie labda tunaweza adopt your quality ndio sisi tukue wakuje. Let's go.
The conversation is based on opinion.
Okay.
Actually, inaanza na peer pressure, the kind of friends that you keep.
Peer pressure. There is this main one.
According to me, it's peer pressure. It all begins there.
How does it happen? Like maybe of course most first years wanakuanga in campus wanakuanga pale hostels unacheki.
Yeah.
So
life in hostel compared to life pale nje ya hostel. Actually life in hostels za ndani ya shule it's quite expensive compared to life pale nje.
How come yet mzazi mwingine ata think that staying in a hostel is cheap actually?
Actually it's kind of cheap in a way that ukilipa school fee, the first time you are enrolled to campus, ukilipa school fee, you tend to pay the whole school fee. The housing hiyo fee ya housing inakuwa deducted from the school fee, so the parent haoni uzito ya any.
Exactly.
But the thing is where uzito inaingilia ni ati in the hostels most of them we are not allowed to cook, so utapata everything, all expenses yenye huyu msichana anataka from sabuni nini chakula
and all that
lazima atanunua. Okay, we buy everything in campus, but let's say for instance kitu kama chakula, then you know penye campus imekuwa located will determine how expensive the things will be. If you are located around the market karibu na campus, of course things will be expensive. Wana expect wanafunzi pale wanapanga na pesa 24/7. This particular lady atanunua everything. Utapata the cheapest food on the menu is about 70 shillings. Na huyo
hii ndio maana unasikia msara akwambia nitumie 3 bob.
Nitumie
yeah.
So utapata this girl,
so who them akuna needs. Ako pale hostel.
Utapata anaingia pale hostel, the mates pale kwa room they have utapata kuna mwenye wako tu na maisha fiti, alafu huwa ina happen
definitely, but
unafika pale maisha unapata rafiki sasa mwenye ana kabisa.
Yeah, wasemeweko hostel moja nyi wote mna shida wote. Sasa there is no way of helping each other, and then you get when you're talking about that peer pressure is like that means maybe your hostel mate is having a relationship with a mubaba, huyo dem anaanza kuchange closet 1 2 pole pole, and then you're like eish. So obviously lazima utafanya nini, you also want to change, you want to put on that tennis skirt ndio wakunywa kabisa. You want to change your closet totally in campus, and you take a look at this closet, sio nguo zenye huyu dem anaweza vaa nyumbani, you see. Yeah.
Actually nguo zenye wasichana campus wanavaa nyumbani 90% of them they are living a
fake life in campus.
In campus huko nguo zenye anavasi zenye atavaa kule nyumbani.
Exactly.
Akona ile sanduku imebeba nguo zake madera za kwenda nyumbani na hizi mini skirt na tennis skirt.
But sasa hii mini skirt, tennis skirts ni za campus.
Hizo ni za campus.
Za kuenda sherehe, za kukunywa baba club so that to attract them, si ndio? And this all is also coming from peer pressure.
Yeah.
But still on the same thing, we can also take a look at the needs. Who dem ako campus, akona needs. Sometimes wherever we come from at home is not a place where we can call back and say, hey, leo nimelemewa, I need some 70 shillings for chapo beans. Unaona? Yeah. So this can be something that is forcing this young lady to go for a mobaba because she needs financial stability.
Yeah.
Anahitaji mse atamsaidia to provide all these things. And by the way, I don't think these wababas do actually spend even a quarter of their salary on them, because baba is somebody who is grown actually. Ni mse ana drive Audi every time unashukishwa pale campus na Audi. So this guy 100,000, you see, and then he's going to only spare 10,000 in a month, and he's earning how many shillings? 100,000. He's going to spare 10,000 in a month. Yeah, exactly. Akona familia, akona responsibilities. This is not a person who's going to marry you. Now this 10,000 is going to cater for some shopping that you will need. Shopping anakuletea tu mafuta na mche. And 3,000 for a visit. A visit to visit you can just be 3,000. Anakupeleka a nice hotel, you eat something for 1,500. Yeah, and then later on mnarudi nyumbani. Gives you some shopping for around 3,000. Like in a month, your budget is also less than that 10,000. You see? So huyu mbaba, there is nowhere anafinyika. And then after all that, after he's done with you, then we do say that they are not emotionally, unavailable.
Yeah.
So you can get someone truthful in campus actually. Unaweza pata boy mse truth pale campus. Sisi yani Sisi unaweza tupata pale campus. We are very truthful by the way. Yeah, tumejipa kabisa, and then we will put our time there, we will care for you, we will be with you in the ups and downs. But the mubaba will even switch off the phone on Friday night. Sasa utafanya nini? Yeah. Akifika nyumbani rules is usinipigie. But then we also have to think outside the box. As you are also mingling with the mubaba here and there. Now, later on after you are done with the campus, who's going to want you? Well, personally, najiongelea mimi personally, I don't think we would go in the same lane with someone who has dated mubaba or who has been in that, mix.
That's why I call it living on a borrowed time that must be given back. Itafika pale uko
Ngoja. Living which?
Living on a borrowed time that must be given back.
Hebu explain hiyo kwanza.
Itafika time sasa. Okay, you are now done with the Wababaz. Sasa unataka kusettle.
So now you want to get someone to
these 10 years na Wababaz. Yani it has been a waste of time. Una vitu ungefanya within that scope of time. Okay.
Within that time ukiwa campus, instead of wasting your time with a mubaba, ungekuwa fiti sana when you are actually building your relationship with someone. Wanasemanga ukifika campus for year, try weke hiyo relationship ikuwe serious. At least utoke na mtu campus, sio? They do say ikuwe serious ukifika for year. Yeah, that's what people say. I don't know, but also on the other hand they do say campus relationships wanga ziende mahali. Uliza Andrew Kibe. Prime madam is, I think hiyo age wakimaliza campus, yeah. Most of them ukimaliza campus you will need to do what? To actually go and get married, some of them. Others will want to get a job and all that. I think we'll also be talking about ladies being on a higher level than men later on. But now you are done with campus, of course I think that's your prime. You'll now need to look for someone and get married.
Actually,
yeah.
But I read somewhere that was telling Ananza like you inaanza at 18. And now you have to to preserve your body ukifika 18. Men like you inaanza at 30 because they need to be someone. Wanafaa kukua, they need to be somebody. Wanafaa kuwa na value kwanza, wanafaa kujitafutia. Basi tukifika pale 18 mambo yanaanza kuwa moto. So you have to preserve your value, unafaa kujichunga.
But as we have talked about needs, what is the role of parents? Here is now where we are going. Demako campus, you think this girl is going to be paid in campus with help is going to be enough. And actually at home, these parents wait for the help money so that you call us. Yeah? You wait for the help money so that you call us and now ask, imeingia? Unaweza nitumia nini? Nataka kuenda chama. Okay guys, parents especially, they actually really need to play their role in mentoring their girls. Mostly ladies who are getting lost, So huyu dem akipiga phone nyumbani and then ikue that 70 bob ya chapo beans haiko. What is in her head? What is she going to eat? Sasa alale njaa. And yet kuna beshte yake fulani hapo kando amemwambia bana, kuna Wababaz pale ako na Audi, twende club tupige sherehe. Akipiga sherehe kidogo amejengwa 5,000 and then she's going to take care of herself. So this one can also be one of the factors that parents at home are actually not taking good care of their kids. In campus, you still really need to follow up, especially a girl child. They need to be followed up every single time. Even when during holidays, unapata dema anakwambia, oh, it's a long holiday but mami, sioni kama nitamake nyumbani. The girl is pregnant.
Yeah.
Ataki kuja.
Actually kuna wenye hapa semester year 1. Unakuja graduation unapata mtoto ndo anaanza. No, you've been paying school fee.
And you've been paying school fees.
So
actually, you've not been paying school fees. HELB has been paying school fees. Yeah. Because when you take a look at it, some of them do think university is actually free totally. But then with this government, I'm not going to involve politics. In this government, you really need to chip in as a parent. There is what we call household fees that needs to be paid. Apart from that, lazima you cater the needs of your child and all that. You know, some of us in campus admit, you know, yeah. But sasa, you need to take a look at that. Upige plan vizuri. Ujue in the 4 years time this lady is going to be in campus, this and this and this is how you're going to take care of your child. And by the way, another advice I could say, it is better for that child in campus to live outside the hostel than inside the hostel. Akikaa nje na uhakikishe your girl child does not have a roommate. You know, wengine watasema it's going to be cheap, of course. Akuwe na roommate wa share and then they are going to share the rent, you know. But if she's living alone, she's going to overcome that influence, your peer pressure and all that. But if she's living with someone, that person has a bad character, definitely the person will be influenced easily, you see. But if they live outside, and outside is cheaper, by the way, than hostels as you think. You'll have to buy food from all that, as she said. But when your girl is living outside, bana, pakia huyo mtu mahindi gunia moja akitoka home. You see? That is what you do. Pack mahindi gunia moja, pack omena hapo kando, pack hata unga. You see? All of that, all of those things that haziharibiki haraka. Yeah? You pack them, anaenda nazo semester ikianza. You see? Unajua these things will run for this and this and this week. In fact, mahindi itamaliza semester and all that. But when the person is sharing a room with someone, it is very easy for them to be influenced. But at least akiwa peke yake anajua, I go for my business in campus, I leave campus, I come back to my place, nijipange vile nakula and all that.
But hata kama ana share room, it's okay, but jua the kind of roommate wanaishi pamoja na yeye. Exactly.
Wazazi hawajui rafiki ya watoto wao. You don't know the friend. And besides, if your friend is a good person, why not introduce your friend to your parents? So this one also comes to you as a person, you as a lady. You know, what is your value? You know, the more men you will sleep with as a lady, your value will actually depreciate. I'm going to talk about this plainly, okay? I'm not going to sit along the fence. So we talk about this plainly. The value of a lady will increase if she's a virgin, but that of a man, niseme, that of a man, value yake increases, of course, will be appreciated. Mwanaume atakuwa appreciated. Bro, yani umegonga mademu wengi sana. You will be appreciated. Baltazar. Engonga. But a lady, your value will actually just go down. Nobody will want you later on. Unaona? And at that time, as you talked about the wet time, borrowed time, that will have to be given back. Later on, unakuja unataka kutafuta msee mwenye now you want to settle. You won't find, because sisi wenye tuko campus, hiyo time haukukuwa unatutaka. Hile wakati sasa, yeah, when we are done with campus, you find us that we are actually doing well. Alafu sasa unataka kukuja back and settle down with us. But then the things you are doing in campus cannot really align. Unaona? It really can't. So actually ni mademu wenyewe tu wajichunge.
Mademu wajichunge. Please keep in touch with their kids.
Yeah.
Mkakusha pale campus imaanisha ati ile mafunzo ya mzazi kwa mtoto wake inafaa kuishia hapo. Yeye in campus hakuna mwenye atamwita mtoto wako. These kids akitaka kwenda class akose, hiyo ni choice yake.
There is a
exactly. Keep in touch with your kids. Jua wanaendelea. At least that keeping in touch hata kama you are not financially stable.
Yeah.
At least you itasaidia.
Exactly. Yeah. Kabisa. There's a guy here in the comments saying, but I hear ladies saying that it's better crying on a Land Rover than kupigwa baridi kwa bodaboda.
But it is short term. It is short term.
Upigwe baridi kwa bodaboda ama ulilie kwa Land Rover ndani. Hiyo Land Rover ni yako. There is a certain song that was just trending ati ukitaka na make sure budako something like that. Yeah, ukitaka mtu ako na gari make sure budako ako nayo. So wewe kwenu hamuna gari but you want someone with a car. It has to come at a cost. Na hapa ndio tunaongelea dignity. Unacheki? Yeah.
Tunataka tuende pale tupate everything is ready. Sasa tunaenjoy.
Yeah. So my guys, kindly especially ladies. Sisi wanaume tutakuja kuongelea, of course we will be talking about the Wamama's part and how it is working. I'm not saying I have a mama somewhere, but for men, if you even look at this, if there is a guy with a mama and there is a girl with a mubaba, in a span of 2 years, if you decide to look at their progress, utapata that this guy anaweza kuwa amenunua gari, this guy amefungua boutique, this guy has a business somewhere from there, you see, because hiyo pesa anapatiwa, this guy is actually using it wisely. Okay? But for a lady, you have a mubaba, you will want to kuua luku. Of course, kuua luku si mbaya, it's okay. Yeah, but sisi uonga wanasema sisi huwa tunaua luku, watu tunauanga luku, hatunanga pesa, si ndio? We don't have money, but it's okay. So you have a mubaba, the mubaba will do for you shopping, will take you out, you will be riding in the fancy car, the car of his wife and kids. This person will not marry you, you know. And then at the end of it all, do zote utapatiwa. What will you have to show for it? Nothing. At the end of 2 years, I think the man will have made a progress. You know, and later on akuja aseme now, because unajua actually for men is easier, but I'm not advising anyone to get a mama, you know. It's actually easier. Anaweza pata progress from that, anunue gari, anunue shamba, anunue nyumba, afungue business, akishaona anamtoka. You see? Yeah. So it can be that for a man, but for ladies you're actually just selling yourself. Na kuna mse pale anaona hii podcast, you are there watching, and then you will just be telling yourself, sasa wase wanasema nini? Mimi saa hii nimeshatumiwa 10k saa hii vile tunaongea. I've just received some 10k from my mubaba. Today is on Friday and I'll be going out. I'll be taken out to Zanzibar, you know. And ni sawa, it's okay. We are going to advise you on how to take your life. It is all in your hands. Unaona? So you're going to make decisions for yourself. You're going to decide yourself what you want. But actually, this pandemic is going to cost you in future.
Consequences.
Yeah. Lazima zitakam. Because this time you are actually wasting with Wababaz while you're still in campus. You could be doing something essential. But I think kuna mademu hujituma campus, by the way. Let's also appreciate them.
Yeah.
There are those who wanajituma. Unapata dem anafanya nails. This lady has opened a boutique, anauza mtumba pale pole pole. We got this lady anafanya hair dressing, you know. Those are ladies who know how to hustle na wanajituma. We really appreciate you if you're there, you know. But if you are sitting down and you are actually considering a mubaba as an option, then I think in future later on, you will really not have a happy family to look at. you know.
So what you be pleased to reap.
Yeah, exactly. So just to read another comment here, this lady is saying, imagine kissing a father figure man. Come on, man. So like, you're kissing your dad, yeah, yani, you know. So imagine you have this mubaba and you are really thinking that this person is going to marry you. And by the way, how wanaume wameoa, they will never love you as much as they love their wives at home. Atakuja kudanganya. Of course, ladies like to be lied about. That is why men lie a lot, including me. You like to be lied about. That is, you like to hear nice things. That is why we will always tell you nice things. And nice things sometimes are lies. Hatutaki kuambia ukweli. You are not like my bro where I'll tell my bro like, yo, hapa zi, no, here, hapa umeniangusha, you know. So ladies like lies. Atakuja kudanganya, you know, I'm even planning to leave my wife for you. It will never happen. It will never ever happen in your life. So ukiwa pale campus, you want to consider wababas. Kama unataka kujionea, it's on you. It's on you totally. Later on, huwezi kuja ukakuwa na familia kama ya huyo mbaba mwenye ako nayo. Yeah? This person has a perfect family at home. Akona kids wanaenda shule. So you want to go in a relationship where you are already being called mom, you know, or a step mom, or you are ready to be a second wife. This mubaba is not someone that you are going to present to your parents because they are age of your parents. So when you look at it from a societal view, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? If it's a good thing, why not put it in open? If it is a good thing, put it in the open. Just talk to your parents when you may be finishing your fourth year and say, okay, mom, dad, I want to get married and this is the man I have. Or will your parents at home even accept you to have a man who has already kids and a family? You know? So you have to think about all those aspects before you do what you want to do with all wababas. And what I would do say, I think in campus, this is my own take. I will call Masomo Plan B. But I think what we should measure on as campus in general, those in campus, ladies, be a lady, be a man. You should have something to do. Keep yourself busy. Have a skill. That is what I'm talking about. You know, you as a lady, you are there and you know how to do hairdressing. You can open a salon. That is a skill that can actually pay rent for you. Wengine wako na wababas, wanalipa rent. You have a boyfriend, wamechi, because, I don't know, you guys tell me, do wababas perform? If, I don't know, do they perform or they just give you money? So maybe you are there for money, and then you will have another boyfriend of yours who is there for mechi, you know? And then you have a mubaba for money, to pay rent and all that, to cater for everything. And as a man, bana, know your value also. Your lady cannot just be paying rent, spoiling you and eating nice foods together, and then you don't know where that money is coming from. Okay? So, ukikutana na mse kama huyo, kama wewe ni jamaa, keep off. But siku hizi maboys wameanza kushanuka, eh? Yeah, they're really getting brighter. They're saying maybe tunaweza umiza mwanaume mwingine so that for the benefit of ourselves. There is also a spiritual point to that. Like, karma is real. They call it karma, right? Yeah. Karma is real. Hizi vitu zitakuraundia. Yeah. What comes around goes around. What goes around comes around. That thing. So zitakuraundia one time. So just try to be genuine. Just try to be legit. Ukiingia kwa relationship, it depends. Kama unataka pia kuwa kwa relationship in campus, ama unataka kufocus na masomo, or you want to better yourself as a man. You see? Because ladies squeeze wanataka ready made. You know, you ladies want ready made. Unataka vitu ziko ready kwa market. You will want someone who's already financially stable. Yet in campus we are not. But you'll find us a few years later from campus, we are actually glowing. When I get, yeah. So you can try to get someone and grow. As much as they do say campus relationship as the last, but there are others, a few, I don't know, 1% if they say so. Kuna wengine they grow together. There are some of the celebrities, their relationship started from campus. And from there, ilikuwa grown up vizuri. Waka bring up each other, they build each other up. Na unapata such people, they actually have a common goal now as a go far in life. Well, you will tell us your comments on this. We really don't know much about it. We are just giving you our comments or our views.
Please don't bring your kids now watch huku. In campus actually the truth of the matter activity in campus like bali secondary or primary we are not being put for. Everything we expense. Utapata mtoto aliletwa campus day one, everything was paid for, anapewa akachiwa pocket money au kunini ya expenses hapa na pale. Maybe aliachwa around 1,000 and something, 2,000, name the amount. As time goes by, communication inakatwa, they don't communicate, they don't send money, and if you have 3,000 pay transaction. Sasa siku hizi, hiyo 3,000 imetolewa, tunapiga transaction.
Tunapiga transaction peke yake.
Inafika penye transaction sasa inakatika.
So you see that is also a difficult life. Penye pia wababas wanatokea, I think in campus ni a place where this lady is also missing some marks. You get some lecturer decides to approach the lady. Anasema now, since you don't have marks, tunaweza fanya hivi na hivi na hivi, plus you will also be getting some other financial benefits, and then you will also get an A without sitting for an exam. Can you be wise? Can you be wise? You as a lady, be wise, you know. Unaweza kuwa umefungwa in that situation, but I think sometimes sharing can get you out of that trap, you know. Just share, get ideas from people. How does someone think about this and all that, so that you get yourself from that circle. Hizi vitu zikikufikia, you also try to share with someone, you see, yeah, and then you can get yourself out of that ngori yenye umejiingiza ndani, you see.
Kuwa na exit plan, si rahisi, kuna attachments.
Utakuja kupenda baba ya mtu. Utapenda baba ya mtu ushindwe kutoka. But utatokwa. Later on, I think they don't really last long. Yeah, you'll just be there, and then when he is now tired with you, and know this, if you are a side chick, you are not alone. You are not alone. The only person who's alone here is the principal wife. That is the only person who is alone. But kama wewe ni side chick umeenda kwa huyu mbaba, rest assured there is also someone else. Yeah. Kuna wengine, of course, you cannot be easily convinced to get a mbaba, but then money, introduce pesa, it now convinces you. You see? But then try and take a look at that. You should know your value. We young men that you're seeing right now in campus, later on hatuwezi taka ku maybe go for someone who had a terrible past history, you know. So wewe story yako ya kitambo ni mbaya, ati sasa you want to tell us umechange. Story zako, it's very hard for a lady to change. I don't think it's very hard for a lady to change, especially if you are a boy. Oh, okay, you are a man. You find this lady, anapenda clubbing, anapenda sherehe, you want to date this lady. It's going to be difficult for you to change that person to be in line with what you want. But it's very easy for a lady to change a man. In short, we do say that men can do anything for love. I don't think ladies can even do a quarter of the things men do for love. Yeah. We will pay rent, we will buy you food, we will do everything. Because we will want to change us to become the person you want. But for a man to change the lady, umeingia kwa relationship unakuta msee, the lady amezoea sherehe, and then you think that you can change that person to become the person you want and marry that person, you have to think twice. Think hata mara tatu, fikiria sana. Hauwezi. So guys, give us your comments on Wababaz Pandemic. We will be on this show every single Friday as from 12:30 p.m. We shall always be going live. Call me Sir Ian French, the prince of the town, in the house.
I have been your host, Ashley D. Lisha D, aka Madam SCACS, for those passionate about spelling bee. Thank you for joining us on the show. We are delighted to have you.
Thank you very much. Do not forget to like, comment, and of course, give us your comments and all that. If you also have a challenging history and you will want us to talk about it, or we give you a solution way down on what you are facing as a challenge in campus, then let us know in the comment section, and then we shall get you sorted. Thank you. This was the Younging Nation.